I have seen a lot of entrepreneurs specifically doing their best to find a balance of flexibility, and especially when they're hiring a new team member, for example, advertising basically like we have a remote work environment, you can work what hours work for you, and then the practicality of that is very difficult, and the logistics behind having multiple people in different time zones, team members not maybe needing to be trained on different technologies, that sort of thing becomes a logistical, just that creates anxiety for the entrepreneur. And then there is, I think that we don't have a lot of good education around what boundary setting in a remote work environment looks like as far as being a team member is concerned. So I know for me, for example, Slack is something that employers have been like, oh, I have Slack, I download that on my phone. So it doesn't matter if I'm like standing in line at the grocery store. If you need me, like you can get a hold of me. And so there's a lot of boundary setting that has to happen, where personally, I don't have Slack on my phone. I do not have work on my phone, period, except Instagram. But that I put a lot of intentionality around not being on too much. But I think that it really is so much anxiety inducing because we're trying to find the balance between all of this creativity and the potential with collaborating and the new tech that's always coming out, with needing to turn our brains off. And so whether it's the employer educating their team, or being an example of what setting boundaries and turning off looks like, or just us as team members understanding what we need to do on a personal level to turn off. I think that there's so much information and so much we can be learning and doing that it's very difficult to. The self-control around all of this, I think, is the crux of like the anxiety, at least that I see.